Now that we're on our way into 2022, I thought I'd do this quick top 5 video of my favorite games that came out in 2021. I think we had a lot of great games that came out this year, especially on these next-gen consoles, and I thought I'd share them. But before I get started, I would like to give 3 channel shoutouts. One is to Justin Stout Plays, the other is WavyCriCket, and the last one is broseb. I'm going to link all 3 of those channels in the description below. Please make sure you go over there and subscribe to those guys and show them some love. But other than that, let's get started. It's definitely no secret that Ratchet and Clank Ripped Apart was going to be making this list. A lot of you guys know that I'm a big fan of platformers, and I'm also a big fan of Ratchet and Clank. I've been playing them since the PS2 era. So I was definitely excited for this one. I was kind of sad though that this one was very short compared to a lot of the previous ones I played, including the one that came out in 2015 based off of the movie, the Light reboot. So yeah, this one it was pretty short, but it still was an enjoyable game. I still want to go back and get the platinum on it, but I want to clear up some of my backlog a little bit before I even decide to pursue it. But definitely one of my favorite games of the year. Did I think it deserved Game of the Year? No, but nevertheless, it was a great game to play. Next up, we have Far Cry 6. Now, this one actually kind of makes me sad because I really didn't play this co-op like a lot of my other friends got a chance to. I just played through the game and beat it single player, but I guess that was probably for the best because I was on different schedules, and I also played it on my Xbox Series X, and a lot of my other friends played it on PlayStation 5. But that's fine though. But yeah, this was a very great game. I felt like it really didn't get a lot of praise like it should have gotten. It was definitely hyped up because Giancarlo was the main villain in it, but it was a great game to play through, and I enjoyed it a lot. I'm not going to give any spoilers on this, so you have to just play it to experience it for yourself and understand the ending, but I don't want to give out any spoilers on this channel. That's just my thing about it. But like I said before, give it a chance, play it when it goes on sale, or pick it up now and tell me what you think about it. I liked it a lot. I thought it was actually better than Far Cry 5 personally. I sit here and be lying through my teeth if I did not admit that I did not like the Halo Infinite campaign. I enjoyed it. It actually brought me back to the Halo Combat Evolved years, and this is coming from a guy who prefers PlayStation. I used to play Halo Combat Evolved on multiplayer back in the day with my cousins, and I definitely felt like I was brought back to this, and I feel like that's what 343 is doing. They're going back to the OG roots of Halo, and this is definitely very groundbreaking for me. I enjoyed it a lot. Definitely play it if you have it on Game Pass. I'm gonna get back on the multiplayer soon. I just need a break from it because I felt like it was messing up my backlog a little bit. But nevertheless, they're doing really good with this. Of course, they're breaking the segments down of the story, so you have enough time to get caught up. But other than that, yeah, please give this one a chance. Kane the Bridge of Spirits definitely made this list for me because I enjoyed it a lot. Now when you look at this game, you think it's like a platformer that's targeted towards children, but the deeper you get into the story, you realize how dark it is. But it's a very fun game to play. It's very difficult at times. I want to go back and do another playthrough, but I want to do it on the hardest difficulty. You unlock the hardest difficulty when you first play through the game. I streamed it only one time, and I hate I did that. I would have liked to had streamed it more and engaged my audience a little more, but it's definitely a fun game to play. You can now get a physical copy of it from Best Buy or Amazon, but it's definitely a great game to play. It's one of my favorites for 2021. If you're into platformers, and maybe if you're into like Souls games or even Returnal, definitely give this game a chance. I like to give an honorable mention to Returnal. Now, the reason why I don't have this on my list of my top 5 favorite games of 2021 is because I haven't fully completed this game yet. And before I even go any further and call this game my favorite, I feel like I should beat it, or at least be 95% into the game, at least. And that's just only me saying this. I feel like that's fair as a gamer. This was definitely a favorite for a lot of gamers this year, and it actually won Game of the Year, not for the Game of the Year awards, but it was for another awards event. But definitely a great game to play. If you're into roguelike games, definitely check this out. This brings me back to a lot of old school arcade roguelike games in a lot of ways, and you have to be very patient. It's best to explore. You have to do a lot of exploring in this game before you face bosses, and to progress through different biomes. But it's definitely a top game to play. It is a lot of next gen graphics in this, and it's very different. So I think I was more amazed by the atmosphere and how the graphics look, especially on my OLED TV. So definitely check this one out when you get a chance, or if you want to catch it for a nice sale. My number one pick for my top 5 favorite games of 2021 goes to Lost Judgment. I chose Lost Judgment because I felt very engaged in this story this time around. Not only that, I also like the fact that there was many upgrades, including the fighting mechanics with Tak. So definitely enjoyed this one a lot more, and I found myself actually siding with some of the villains in this game. I'm not going to name off any names yet, but you have to play through it yourself and understand what it is. I'll just give you this hint. It does cover the topic of bullying. That's as far as I'll go. But definitely a great game to play. If you're into the Judgement games, very first Judgement actually, play through it. If you like Yakuza, definitely play through it. But this is definitely a great game to play. A lot of mystery, and I wouldn't say espionage, but mostly a mystery game, of course, and you engaging with a lot of villains and a lot of people who are involved in the cases that you're trying to resolve throughout this game. So definitely it was my top pick for my favorite game of 2021. So give it a chance. Well, that's it for my top 10 favorite games of 2021. Tell me what your top 5 were in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, please make sure you like the video, check out my content for a bit, and subscribe to me for more awesome content in the future. And please make sure you turn that notification bell on. Other than that, this is Drex, and I am out.